In this video, we're gonna be making use of the inbuilt skeleton approach. Uh, when we have a character, we can actually rig it with the skeleton provided by the Blender. Um, and like we have done it in one of our previous videos, but the thing is, like, we did it manually where we were bringing in one bone at a time to our rig and kind of like spawning it with more bones and making the skeleton or skeleton. But it's not like it. First of all, it takes a lot of time, and still gonna it may not be that good compared to if we use the skeleton provided by the Blender. So a couple of things here. I clicked on the add and then I went to this armature, and you are seeing these things. If you have not enabled the add-on, you won't be seeing any. The only thing you would see is armature, and it's gonna just add a single bone. So in order to enable this feature, you would go to edit and then go to preferences and then look for this rigging rigify. So once you enable it, this would you may have to restart. I had to restart my Blender in order to see the effects. So just restart the Blender and then you will be able to see these things. So for the purpose of demonstration, I'm gonna be bringing in the image we used from the last video. Import, and it's an STL file inside the downloads. This is the one. So this is our image. I'm gonna pan it in the center, just like that. Zoom in. Okay, so we got the image here, and like I can also put I will put the link in the description where you can actually bring it in. So now I wanted to add the skeleton, right? So I will go to the armature and then I will say human meta rig, and it just added the whole skeleton in here. Okay, nice. Now if you wanna scale it, right, we wanted to make sure that the whole skeleton does fit our character, because that's how we're gonna be making um, establishing the parent-child relationship and assigning the automatic loading, so that when the skeleton moves, the body moves. So if we are in the edit mode and I start. So first of all, the first thing is that you need to be in the edit mode, and then I wanted to scale it, right? So that, but when you scale it, it is not scaling from the based on the cursor. So you will go here where it says the pivot point. So the pivot point, let's just make that the 3D cursor, and then scale it. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Now scale it. Looking good. So the next step is that I'm gonna go to the meshes here. Uh, excuse me. So basically, the next step is that we want to make sure that the bones are inside the skeleton, right? There are a couple of things we wanted to do. So one thing I would suggest is maybe there are a lot of bones in here which you don't want. Let's say if you are creating a male character, right? So you don't need the breastbones, right? Let's go to the edit mode and delete this one, just the bone. Yes, delete this one, just the bone. Okay, also there are so many bones on the face, in the face, right? You may not need all of them, right? Good. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm in the make sure that you are in the select this select box is selected, and one more time, starting from here, right? And whichever you wanna deselect it, I'm gonna be pressing shift and then that bone. So other than that, you will just say delete and then bones, and then you would see that we have only one bone, which we can scale, right? We can, yes. So we're gonna be able to scale it if you just wanna have it go all the way up to the end of the head. Okay, that is looking good. Now we basically, in order to rig it uh, perfectly, we want to make sure that all the bones are inside uh, the character, right? So for this one thing which will help is like, again, we are in the edit mode. Let's go here. Okay, so inside uh, these options you will find a tool option, and inside the tool option you can say X axis mirror. What would happen is like, once you are making changes to the one side of the skeleton, the other side is gonna have the same effect, and you don't have to do it on multiple sides. So again, we want to make sure that with the G I change the location, and with the R I rotate them. Okay. Hmm. Now I'm making use of S to scale it. I think the problem is that when I move the hand without that was not a great idea. Yes, that was a problem. So moving the hand alone, and now if I wanna, see it from this side. Okay. That one doesn't like that, but you can move it in here. So it may take a little time. Oh, now I can see the problem here. So yes, let's just do it a little. Okay, what is going on is like because the we set the pivot point to the 3D cursor. We don't want to do it. We want to have it median point. Now if you see, if I move it, it just moves it right away. Oh my goodness. So that was the error, that was the mistake we were doing. So now I can actually move them again for 3 and again for this, G, like this. So it's not that bad. It is just like you need to make sure that the pivot point is not the 3D cursor anymore. It's the it's the median. Okay, that is nice. So okay, zoom out. So the thing is that the last thing you wanted to do is that once you have that, now I wanted to make the parent-child relationship between this one, because right now if you see, if I move this thing, the body is not moving, right? So in order to make the relationship, just remember that you're going to be selecting in the object mode, you would be selecting the mesh first. And in my case, I'm not really able to see it. Like I can zoom in and then try to select this thing, or I can just shift and then click on the right over here to my meta rig. Both are selected. Right click and then parent, and then under the armature deform, then you're gonna be selecting with automatic widgets. Sorry, automatic weights. Now, if I can click, let's say just the meta rig, right? And inside the pose mode, so it still didn't work very well. Okay, okay. So again, I want to select the, I'm inside the object mode. I want to select the the character first, and then I wanted to select this armature. Right click it, parent, and under the armature deform with automatic weights. And when I go to the pose mode, it is working now. So yeah, again, that's how you would actually rig your character uh, with the skeleton or armature. And you can play with it. Yep, those were the things I wanted to cover. Thanks for watching.